said it. Yeah, you're doing it. Now it's green.
I just started it.
Can you hear me now? Test. You can hear me now? Okay.
Are we live?
Hi there.
Jeff?
Are we live?
Hey. Do we have sound yet?
He says we're... You say we're good, but she doesn't hear us yet. Testing. Apologize for the technical difficulties here. That's green. Yeah. So we'll keep on calling the game here as Brainerd comes in the zone.
Static.
Static?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just static. Sherry says she can hear. Sherry says she can hear. And they throw it on net, and that sneaks in. You can hear now? You're good. Okay. We're good.
Yeah, it's an unfortunate break there for the Orioles. A little turnover on the wing there, and Schmidt just lost the handle on it, and it went right to the Warrior player. And nice shot, low shot that snuck in behind the goaltender.
Yeah, sorry about that, folks at home. We were a little discombobulated with the technical. JP Showcase has an event going on at the Super Rink, and we're on backup equipment here for Osseo. So, and a turnover there, and a nice shot, and Albers keeps that puck out. Point blank shot. We're gonna hear what that goal was in a minute.
Scored by number 22, Benjamin Fields. With an assist for the 13, Daniel Gerlich, and the number 3, Cooper Katzenberger.
There you go.
From Gerlich and Katzenberger.
Gerlich from Katzenberger. And Brainerd's managing that puck in. Roy gets that puck out as he's hit on the wall. And we'll have an ice. All right, we'll reset down here in the defensive zone. Orioles come out with...
Orioles had a good shift earlier in the period. They had a couple of shifts where they showed some pressure, and now they're a little bit on their heels, Jeff. We'll see if they can get that momentum to swing back in their favor.
Yep. All right, face-offs one back in the corner. Engebretson battling along with his D partner, Kylie Johnson. Puck comes low to high up to Brainerd 6, and a good save there by Albers as he came out and challenged that. And out comes Murph. Murph throws it over to Sawicki. He throws it down. We'll have an ice and another reset. Good to have a couple of bodies back. There's been a couple of guys banged up. Cole Murphy's back in the lineup, along with Schmidt, Will Schmidt. And so the Orioles have been battling the flu bug and some injuries all season, just like a lot of other teams. But everyone looks like is in the lineup tonight. Number 7 is Aiden Dobis. He's parked out front as Brainerd wins that battle. That's Wayne Gretzky behind the net there, playing below the goal line. Number 21. Orioles are keeping him to the outside, but Brainerd is maintaining puck possession. And we get a stoppage of play.
Yeah, it's been all Brainerd so far. This good pressure down low by the Brainerd offensive forecheck down there. They're getting chances, and I think it's going to be paramount that Orioles get some more help in front of that net. They're banging away at rebounds, and you just got to get some more extra bodies down there and help clear out some guys.
All right. Puck comes up top here. That's number 12, Mike Hagley. Or Brainerd's managing that puck. And there's a near opportunity by Olsen as they're back here playing a little man-on-man. Battle on the wall. It slips down to number 11. That's Dylan Wishy. Long and Bjork gets it, and Schmidt gets it to a man, and that puck O'Leary just threw it off the wall and ends up being a turnover. Back to the corner, there's Schmidt. He throws the puck up high. Should be no ice on that, as I thought that Brainerd player had the opportunity to play that.
Yeah, it looked like it took a funny hop, but either way, the linesman said it's icing, and Orioles will have to reset back once again in their own zone.
Thank you to Barb Marzek, who's listening at home, and validated we have sound. All right, so Orioles have that puck. There's Olsen on the back end. Hagen just pokes it out, and Brainerd's content to just throw it back in on the chase. Puck to the near side, and Olsen opens up a little mohawk, finds Schmidt. He's got some ice, drops it off for Olsen, gets it down. They're going to call that offsides, right?
Delayed offside, just didn't quite get the zone there, and good stick by the Warriors defenseman there to have a tight gap and prevent Schmidt from getting a clean zone entry.
All right, so we come out with Sawicki and Murphy and Roy. Brainerd wins that. Nice little bank angle pass. I've been fairly impressed this year watching a lot of high school hockey games. I like the indirect pass off the wall. Allows the forward to skate into it with speed. But you got to be good at pool to understand your bank play. Some guys don't know if they're on a 9-foot table or a 7-foot table. There's different angles, you know? All right. Out comes Brainerd. They're looking for a stretch. Missed it. Oh, and Albers touches that. So no ice. Just clears out. And Brainerd will reset. That's number 4. Connor Fulton throws it in is Hagen. Reverse pass. Nice decision there, and the Orioles get it. They're going to go cross ice. And number 6, Drew Hankinson, was playing third base there. Couldn't reach his hand out and grab the puck.
Yeah, Orioles are just looking to catch a break right now. It's been a lot of time in their own end. They're trying to stretch the ice a little bit themselves and, you know, try to get some momentum here before the end of the period.
Well, they're looking for that second shot on net in the period here. You know, they did have a couple shifts there where they had some good offensive zone time, and, you know, that's what you need to capitalize on that. No whistle there, as Albers did have it covered up. Good decision, and out comes Nunn. Nunn throws it over to Murphy. Back to Nunn, the shot. Oh, it's loose. And a good-looking opportunity there by your Orioles. And a good drop pass. That's quality zone entry there. Oh, right off the post. And now Nunn comes back out. He's got a lane. He tries to drop it, and it just got tied up, and we end up with a dump. In on the chase is Nunn. Back over to Kylie Johnson. Excuse me, that's Sargent. The 8th grader right here, number 19, gets a cross-ice pass and a souvenir. Friendly souvenir for a fan.
Heads up in the crowd.
You know, we don't have that netting here.
It was a good look there by the Orioles. They had a fast break up the ice. A nice drop pass there to the trailer. Nunn came in. He didn't dust it off. He didn't stick handle. He just took the shot, and there was a loose puck there, but Warriors defenders were able to clear it out.
All right, Hagen, nice pass to Schmidt. He resets, and out is Bjork on the chase. Bjork down, wrapping around, and in his Schmidt. Schmidt lays a check down. Out comes Brainerd. They reset, a little handoff there. Shot just wide of the net. Walks right in. That gets deflected off, and a good job by Hagen. Ooh, another rebound lands right in the hands of number 11, Dylan Wenchie. And Orioles are looking for a break here. There's backhand clearing attempt. Chick, I know you like backhand clearing attempts in the D zone.
Well, he had a little more time than he realized there. Hagen was coming around the net. I think he felt the pressure, and and just sometimes you just got to take an extra half second and settle that thing down and give your winger something he can handle.
Yeah. No, and those are the learning curves as this group continues to grow and mature through a season, right? When you come around the net, you've got a little time and space, and you can mohawk open and get on your forehand and just make the easy play.
Yeah, 3:20 left here in the first. We got an offensive zone face-off down here in the Warriors zone, and we'll see if the Orioles can muster up a draw here. Maybe they've got a set play that they like to run and try to generate a scoring chance here, and maybe get some momentum going into the locker room before the end of the period.
Yeah, they'll come out here with Nunn. Sargent Nunn wins that draw back to Engebretson, throws it down just out of Sargent's reach. Over to the captain, Johnson, and they fall back into their 1-2-2. Out comes Brainerd. They choose to dump it in on the chase. Two Brainerd players managing the puck down low. It just squeaks out. Could end up with a hook there, but no call. Comes back up top. Little D-to-D pass. And now we're going to get a call on Rue as number 4 from Brainerd. Connor Fulton draws the penalty.
Yeah, quick little move there, a little escape move by Fulton. He had a half a step, and unfortunately, it was Rue just kind of fell into the backside of him, but knocked him down. But either way, it's going to be a power play for Brainerd.
This penalty kill is brought to you by Northland Mechanical Contractors. Osseo Orioles come into today's contest 68% on the penalty kill. Meanwhile, Brainerd 16% power play, and they score there. So they get rewarded.
Yeah,
that's number 14.
14, Peterson. He big guy, stood in front of the net. He was creating traffic in front of Elbers. Actually, it looks like he got a piece of it there on the tip. And yeah, I mean it's a simple play. It's a shot. It's a screen, a tip, and good for the Brainerd Warriors here. They're up 3-0 late in the first period.
2:21 to play here. Brainerd wins that clean, comes in the zone, shot just through the legs of Tiva, and Brainerd gets their own rebound. There's O'Lear, tries to pass it off the wall to himself. Down in the corner, out comes Osseo. Time and space, Murphy up to Roy, back to Cole Murphy, and now Brainerd will reset as number 10 comes in. Brainerd drives the strong side post. I like that play as Andrew Peterson. Little drop off. Ends up on the far side. And in on the chase is Murphy. O'Lear throws it high off the glass. They're not going to call an icing on that because the Brainerd Warrior player was going to the bench. So they'll reset, come out of the zone. That's a little D-to-D pass back to Mike Hagley. Brings it in. But I think 25...
Offsides.
Wyatt Hoppy was just offsides.
Somebody jumped on the far side there. Yeah, so far it's been all Brainerd this period, and they're playing with confidence. They're playing with poise right now. They're getting traffic in front of the Osseo goal, and Osseo needs to try to get out of there and get back to the locker room and try to find some momentum.
Yeah, that little play there, that D-to-D, Henry made the right play, gave it over to Johnson in the D-zone regroup, and Johnson just, he ended up giving the puck back to him in traffic, and it caused a turnover. Instead, just Just a little soft bounce pass off the wall and get out of the zone. In on the chase is Olsen. And out comes Schmidt. Near turnover, and Johnson has it. D to D to Allaire. Throws it back down, and we'll have an ice.
Yeah, it's been a tough period so far. Yeah, I think, you know, you got to try to settle things down, and sometimes you just have to settle that puck down and make a simple little pass, give your forward something he can handle, and try to generate a little offense, at least so you can get going down the other end of the ice there.
Yep. All right. Oh, a near good opportunity there for Brainerd. As who's that on the far side there? Good save by Albers. That's 16, I think, or 19. Yeah, 19. Ace Schindler. As he scraped the rafters and did a one-timer there to get in the zone. Here's Ace again. Softly comes in. Nice patient play. Throws it off the goalie's stick. And the Orioles survive a period. Number 19, that is. Yeah, Ace Schindler. All right, well, Orioles will finish that period down 3-0 with shots being 2-22 in favor of Brainerd. Scoring on that was first goal of the game by number 10 for Brainerd. That is Xander Peterson. From number 11, Dylan Wenshie. Then they come back again with a goal by number 22, which is Ben Fields from 13. And that is Danny Gerlich. And number 3, Cooper Kuchenberg. The Orioles ended up on a penalty on a hook by Mr. Rue. And Brainerd capitalized on the power play with a goal by number 14. That is Axton Peterson. And assist goes to number 7, Aiden Dobis, and number 6, Drew Hackinson. So we're going to go get a coffee. We'll be back at the start of the third period. right, we're back live. Start of period 2. Osseo resets and comes out. They're going to play right to left in period 2. And Orioles come out trailing 0-3. They're going to come out with Zach Nunn, Rue, and Sargent. And we'll get a shot on net. And some extracurricular activities happen there. We'll have a face-off down here in the offensive zone. I'm going to take a step up a little higher now, and so I can. Orioles will have a face-off just to the right of the goalie.
Looks like the referees are having a discussion about the little dust up there after the whistle. Not sure if they want to call something or just having a conversation.
Well, I think they're going to figure out where they're going to go have dinner tonight after the game and go have a few cold refreshments at one of our sponsors, either Malone's or Duffy's, maybe?
Maybe.
All right. Orioles come back out. A shot from the captain. Puck just slips over his stick, and the Orioles will reset as Johnson retrieves that. A little bank pass off. A handoff by Rue, couldn't quite get out. And there's Ingebrigtsen.
Delayed penalties coming up.
And we're going to get a penalty. All right, cross check. And got a mark on my notes here, number 14.
That's Axton Peterson. He gets the gate for cross-checking, and be an opportunity here for the Orioles to get their power play going and see if they can get something going here early in the second period.
Well, this power play is brought to you by Twin Cities Land Development, another sponsor for Osseo. Orioles come in with 10.8% power play, and Brainerd comes in with a 70% penalty kill. Looks like there's a mix-up back behind, and Olsen's down. He gets up, and out comes Rue. Slides it over to Schmidt. He comes in the zone, tries to do a handoff to Bjork. That didn't work. Bjork, Nunn gets it, and he's slashed, but no call there by number 11. And out comes Osseo. So we're going to have Olsen. Slides it up to Schmidt. Carries the puck in the zone, slides it up over to Nunn. He brings it in, tries to set up on the half wall. Needs a little help in there, and he's going to get, I think, either a cross check or a rough as the two captains get tangled up.
Yeah, he gave him a little extra shot there. He was battling on the wall for the puck, and referee said not having that, so we're going to have some 4-on-4 hockey here for the next minute and 7 seconds.
All right, so Orioles will set up in their D zone, a little 4-on-4 hockey as number 22, Ben Fields, is in the face-off, and it's caught up in the skates. Brainerd gets that puck up top. And a good job by Sawicki to intercept that. Puck is managed down low, and 22 taps that in.
It's Benjamin Fields, number 22 for the Warriors. Hanging around the paint, Jeff. He had a stick on the ice. He called for the pass. A little bit of a mix-up there. The goalie was trying to...
Well, actually, they're saying no goal.
Well, they said no goal. Okay, well, let's see what the official call is here.
No goal. Net was out before the
Net was off. So the Orioles will take that.
Catch a break there.
And 15 to play here in period 2. Sawicki throws it just around the goalie, and we'll have an ice. High school rules, there is no opportunity for an icing to be retrieved by the offensive team. And number 10 for Brainerd, Xander Peterson is in on the draw against the 8th grader. Sargent wins it. Olaire turns and throws it around. There's no one home there. And Olaire throws it back and ends up back on the near side. So Sargent drops it off, and out comes Sawicki. Not quite the handoff that, so Olaire will get the puck and just throw it in the zone. And Sawicki's still off sides. There's Sargent. He'll throw it in. It lands on Sawicki's stick. Tries to dangle that through a couple of guys. Didn't quite have it on a yo-yo, but ends up back on the Orioles stick. There's another pass. It turns into a turnover. Albers sets it up behind the net. And we're on a penalty kill for 40 seconds. Penalty kill brought to you by Northland Mechanical Contractors. Sawicki gets that puck, hands it off to Olaire, who throws it down. No high stick there as Brainerd little D to D regroup, and out comes number 6, Drew Hankinson. Angles through bodies. Olaire throws it around the corner. Ends up down the corner. And Osseo's now full strength. And Sawicki does a good job getting in the way of that exchange. Olaire throws a backhand out, and out comes Olsen. He throws it down. The goalie comes out. Little pass out front. Nothing doing. Olsen ends up with the puck on his stick again. Schmidt gets it up high. Back at a low to high. A shot on net. Just wide. And a good pinch there by Ingebrigtsen, and a good cover up by Bjork. But they come back with numbers now. 1-on-4. A shot off the cage. And a good save there by Albers. Brainerd resets. A little chip out by Bjork. And Osseo's trying a little stretch here. Comes back out to the D, a shot, deflects, and Orioles have got numbers now. A little wheelhouse hockey here. Can't quite get the puck off up to the next layer. It was Olsen and his Tiva. And there's a pass out to the front, up top. Good save by Albers. Little D to D, down low, off the side of the net. And the Orioles are looking to kind of generate a turnover here as the puck comes up top. Well, Chick, what are you kind of seeing in the D zone here? The Orioles have got to kind of settle down into their positioning.
Yeah, well, you can see they're under duress. I think, again, when you have the puck, and I think, there's times when you have time to make a play, and there's times you got to get it out. And there's been a couple opportunities to get the puck out, and it just hasn't been high and hard enough, or they're throwing it up the boards, and the D is keeping the puck alive. So just, maybe be a little more cautious, take an extra second, get the puck on your forehand, and make a strong clearing attempt, And if they can start doing that, I think they'll have more success getting out of the zone.
Yeah. face-off just to the right as we got Zach Nunn out with Sargent and Rue. Slides up, Clapper, and a good save there by Albers, throwing that in the zone. A turnover happens. Back up high. Brainerd, oh, a nice one-timer there as number 10, Xander Peterson, just missed the tee up. Another little turnover here. And I think this Brainerd team is.
Yeah, they smell blood in the water right now. You can tell it. They're all trying to get on the scoring sheet and make something happen.
Out comes Rue, time and space. Little backhand floater down. Brainerd back to retrieve, and then on the forecheck is Rue. They're floating their own, and we're going to have a delayed penalty here on an interference by number 19, Sargent.
Yeah, he put his left hand on the defender. He was trying to forecheck and just gave him a little push down, and Hawkinson went down, and it was enough for the official to make the call.
Under penalty on last year's number 19, Will Sargent, a minor for interference. Sargent, minor interference. Top penalty, 6-23.
All right, the Orioles are back on a penalty kill. That's a Northland Mechanical Contractors penalty kill. Shot down in the corner, and good job by Ingebrigtsen fending a player off. They're going to play below the net. Oh, and a nice feed back from behind the net was Wayne Gretzky. And then number 8, that's
Ellingson.
Kellen Ellingson buries it.
And Schindler made the pass from behind the net. Nice little crafty little play by Ace Schindler there. He created some separation with his speed. He got to the other side of the net, made a nice little soft backhand pass to the front of the net. One-time shot by Ellingson, and we have 4-0 now for the Warriors.
All right, out they come again, and a good stick there. A battle out front, and out comes Olsen. Olsen gets the puck. Schmidt throws it down in the corner. And a good job there.
With an assist, number 14, Ashton Peterson. And second assist, number 4, Connor Holton. Ellen assist for Peterson and Holton, a power play goal at 6:56.
There you have it. That's 8 from 14 and 4. Out comes Bjork on the draw, in on the chase, and there's an opportunity for Brainerd. Slides across ice, just on sides there was 22. And a nice pass and feed there as 22 found a good-looking lane. That's Ben Fields. There's another shot just wide of the net. And out comes Brainerd on a reset. And in on the chase is Schmidt. And he manages to get through 3 guys. Gets a shot on net. And on it is Bjork. Backhand pass. Schmidt ends up right on Johnson's stick. Johnson's going to throw it in, and he's ridden into the wall. What are we going to get? Oh, was that deflected out of play? Must have been. We'll have a face-off down in the Brainerd zone. And out comes Cole Murphy. Back is Ingebrigtsen. kicks that in. Back to little shot off the goal. Gets his own rebound. Another shot. 2 shots for Ingebrigtsen on that shift, and that doubles the total for the Orioles for the game.
There's nothing wrong with taking the shot, right?
Yeah.
You're looking for any kind of a little bit of a sniff of momentum right now. I would shoot the puck from everywhere, Jeff.
Yep. Just get pucks in front of the net, bouncing, and in on the chase. As the bowling pins end up on the ice.
3-car pileup.
And we're going to get a hold on this. As I think that might be going against Sawicki. Yep. For a hold. So we'll be back on the penalty kill. Northland Mechanicals getting a nice advertisement in this second period.
For all your heating and cooling needs, call Northland Mechanical today. That would sponsor the Orioles.
Yeah. All right, so this power play sets up a shot and a good save there by Albers. Hagen's down in the corner. Battle in front of the net as O'Leary is... Oh, and tripped up was Albers. No goal, and that was goalie interference, yeah.
Yeah, the Brainerd player was in the crease there, so...
Fans aren't happy with that, but you can't stand in the crease.
There was a little battle going on there in front of the net. Some pushing and shoving. And I think that's the right call, Jeff.
Yeah, well, the face-off should be out of the zone then.
Well, unless he was pushed into it. So if the referee deemed that the Osseo player pushed him in there, then face-off will stay in the zone.
Yeah. Shot and deflected out of play. Now the Orioles come out here with Will Schmidt, Bjork, Ingebrigtsen, and Tiva. And Bjork was tripped up there. And there's the goal. Power play goal.
Yeah, unfortunate break for Bjork. He went hard into the boards and was not able to get back to help out in front of the net. There was just too many Warrior jerseys there looking for rebounds, and a shot from the point. Juicy rebound, and you're not going to miss too many of those.
No. Well, the key to the game might be to not end up in the box. But we'll see how this game progresses. And
on the power play, number 7, Aiden Goldberg. Assistant number 12, and 14, Exton Peterson. Notice power play goal from Navely and Peterson at 9:25.
all right, so there you have it. Ended up 7 from 12 and 14. And Brainerd's on the hunt here. Number 3 throws it in the zone. Cooper Kettenberg. Now, Kletzenberg, sorry. Katzenberger, sorry. Katzenberger. All right. Out come the Orioles. There's a pass wide side. Now we go. A couple passes connecting. In comes Nunn. Throws it up to Rue, just out of his reach, and in on it is O'Leary. Time and space. Tries to get it on the near side. He's tackled from behind. And he's not happy. You can kind of feel the temperament of the game here heating up. We'll have to kind of
we're going to have a little retaliation penalty here. That's number 19, Ace Schindler. He made a nice little pass to the front of the net there and didn't like getting rubbed out in the corner, so he gave the Osseo defenseman a little whack on the shin pads, and as a result, it's going to sit down for 2 minutes here for slashing.
Slash, yeah.
And the Brainerd coaching staff is not happy about the call, and they'll talk things over there on the bench. Fans are getting a little irate over the call, and let's see why. But
well, yeah, we'll have an offensive zone face-off here, Orioles. This is a Twin City Land and Development power play for the Orioles. Come out here with Olsen on the draw with Bjork, Rue, Will Schmidt, and Nunn. And the puck manages to slide all the way down. It'll end up in the corner, and in on the chase is Rue. Slides it over to Schmidt. Schmidt tries to get it over to Nunn, and out comes Bjork. He's going to bring it in right through traffic, try and get his own play, and the Orioles get the puck down deep in the zone, and Brainerd just throws it down. So we'll try and reset it here as Brainerd comes out with fresh legs. Out comes Osseo. That's Olsen. He's got a lane. Takes the lane, tries to get it down into the zone, throws it wide side, in on it is Nunn. He'll get tied up. Out comes Rue. Rue slides it over. Olsen back down over to Schmidt. And the net's off its moorings over here, so they'll call, and we'll have a reset.
We got 1:05 left here in the power play, and we'll see if they can create some offense, get some shots here, maybe get some traffic in front. You're looking for something, you know. You haven't had a lot of opportunities so far in this game. You're looking for any kind of a spark right now.
All right, puck gets thrown out of play. So we'll have another face-off down in the Osseo zone on power play. Sawicki on the draw. Comes back out, and in is O'Lear. Throws it down in the corner to Sargent. Back to O'Lear, over to Ingebrigtsen, back to O'Lear. Over to Tiva, back to O'Lear, go to the net. One extra pass there, I think, but we'll still maintain puck possession. And now it's cleared out. High off the glass, and out comes O'Lear. He's got a lane. Throws it down in the corner, and in on the chase is O'Lear. Ridden off the puck. And the Orioles will reset. 14 seconds left on the power play. O'Lear back over wide to Olsen. He loses the puck. Ingebrigtsen back up on the near wall here. They pitchfork it in. Back behind the net. It's going to try and go upstairs. Puck gets wide and just out of the zone. Brainerd will reset, throw it back in, and Brainerd maintains it. Osseo tries to hand it off, and it lands on Ingebrigtsen's stick. He just decides to get it in, and we'll go for a line change. But watch the stretch pass. Oh, Orioles got lucky there. And we're going to call a slash on Sawicki again. So he's going to go for a slash.
Yeah, there was a little action there behind the play, Jeff. Some stick swinging going on both ways, but Sawicki's going to take the call there. Orioles will have to kill again here with 3:11 left to go in the second period.
Clapper, and a good job there by Albers.
Penalty last year was number 10, Cole Sawicki, and 2 is minor for slashing. Sawicki and minor slashing. Found the penalty 13:49.
All right, so this Northland Mechanical Contractors penalty kill. 1:54 left in the penalty in period 2, 3:04 in the game. Orioles trailing 0-5. And Orioles get that puck out. Good job there by Schmidt. Brainerd's going to set up. And they got a man behind. They're going to just kind of come up in layers. Orioles force him to the outside. Patiently around the net. Does the handoff up top. Back to the near side. The one Clapper. And Schmidt gets the puck. Throws it all the way down. Gets a shot on net even. So Orioles will go for a couple of changes and players. And Brainerd throws it down. Out at Alberts to set that up. Oh, and a good-looking play there, but 19 didn't have his stick angled the right way, and it goes above the net. Good job by Albers there.
Yeah, that's 19 Schindler there hanging around the paint again. He's not the biggest guy out there, but he's pretty crafty and pretty heads-up play, getting some open space over there on the back door. And like you said, he just had that stick angle. It's just not quite right.
And a good job there by Bjork getting that puck down. 47 seconds left in this Northland Mechanical Contractors penalty kill. Out comes the near side. That's number 11, Dylan Winshee, brings that puck in. He's going to bring it around the net. Look for the little low to high, back down to him. They set up to the near side, just off the reach of number 4. That's Connor Fulton. Little battle going in front of the net. These guys like to play the... He's going to try the squeeze. And he's in clean. Olsen, he comes in, breakaway, shoots, he scores!
What a great move.
Yeah, that was fantastic. And Olsen
Great goal by Olsen there. Nice
gets
move.
the Orioles on the board.
There's a little extracurricular there after the goal was scored. We'll see if anybody's going to the box for Brainerd.
Well, that's the hustle play there by Olsen. And he was in clean from the defensive blue line and just extended his spacing, got the goalie make the move, and he threw it in the back of the net, and he absorbed the hit on the other end of it.
And it all started down here on the penalty kill. There was a blocked shot, and the Brainerd defenders couldn't get back in time, and 5-1 now, or 5-1 Brainerd.
Well, my favorite thing is getting a shorty.
Scoring for Osseo was short-handed goal, scored by number 26, Cameron Olsen, unassisted.
Puck slides all the way through.
Short-handed unassisted goal at 15:42.
31, Tristan Rollins hasn't had a lot of action today, but so he's got 6 shots on net and a goal against. Pretty big goaltender down there. I don't know what he stands on the chart. Looks maybe like 6'2", 6'3".
He's at least 6'3". I saw him standing down there in the lobby. Big boy.
And there's none trying to weave through traffic. And they end up on a 3-on-1. Oh, and the Olaire falls down. Oh, and just up over the net. Odd rebound comes back. And as it actually shot straight, I think it hit the
puck took a funny bounce off of the stanchion there and came back to the same side, but Albers was able to corral that and get the whistle.
All right, 38 seconds to play in period number 2. There's Coach Prokop. Can hear him trying to get some energy on the bench. Following up on that, Henry Hagen throws it up. It gets out of the zone, and out comes Sawicki on his backhand. He's got one man to beat, and puck ends up on the near wall, the half wall here. Brainerd throws it to the other side, and turnover there, and that's Murphy to his brother. Oh, and ends up on the stick of Ingebrigtsen. Throws it down low. Murphy spins. Out comes Hagen. He throws it down deep. This line's getting some offensive zone time, and there's Sawicki. Oh, with an opportunity there, and that'll conclude the period. All right. Well, kind of an exciting second period of play there.
Second period.
Orioles. Osseo has 6 shots, and Brainerd with a total of 37. So the Orioles got 4 more shots in period number 2, and Brainerd ended up with 15. Quite a lot of action in that second period of play. We'll rehash that when the start of period 3. I'm going to go get a coffee. folks, we're back. Wake up from your nap on the couch at home. Osseo back for the start of period 3. Coming off some momentum. With a nice goal there to end of the period by Cameron Olson. And Osseo trails 1-5. Out comes Osseo, and there's Sargent. Finds a play here, finishes his check. In comes Nunn. Nunn gives it to Rue. Rue hands it off. And out comes Osseo. Back to play it is Hagen. A little chip back around the net. Turnover. Ends up on Rue's stick. He just throws it down and goes for a change. And on the chase is Sargent. Stretch pass all the way down. Hits number 10. Chips it in the zone. He goes for his own. Osseo will come out with Bjork. Bjork goes to his backhand. Run's going to run out of real estate. Throws it in. Just beyond Schmidt's reach. Schmidt gets it in the zone. Back down, wrapped around. Puck's up in the air. And just jumps out, and Ingebrigtsen puts another dent in the tin over there. Freshly painted tin from a couple years ago.
Yeah, backup goalie for Brainerd almost had to make a save over there.
Yeah, well, it's on the away, that's the away bench. All right, we'll have a face-off here, center ice. Out comes Brainerd. They shoot the puck down. Albers stops it behind the net. Olaire back to the far side and hits Schmidt. Chips it high up and gets the puck out of the zone. Lands on Schmidt's stick up to the near side. Olsen throws it back down. Schmidt has it. Both number 9s are pushing and shoving. We'll have an ice on Brainerd and a reset there. Well, what kind of period do you think we're going to get from the Orioles in this third period here?
Well, Jeff, you know, the goal here is to try to play in the offensive zone if you can, and try to make some hockey plays and generate some offense. And well, good crowd on hand today, so let's see if they can get the crowd into it as well.
Yep. All right, in comes 13. He was on his backhand, throws a pass across the slot, and Hagen tries to hit Sawicki. Now back to the neutral zone. Brainerd will throw it back in. Hagen back. Backhand again. Little touch pass. Tiva throws it back around the other side. And it looks like Brainerd's coming out. It's finishing some checks. I like that style of hockey. Pass up the slot. Ends up just off the reach of Sawicki's stick. And then is Murphy. 22s get the hands up. And out comes number 3 for Brainerd. That's Cooper Katzenberger. He's behind the net. They run a little low to high, back down low, and Albers comes out with the glove safe. As Katzenberger was waiting in case the glove didn't work, but it did. Oh, lots of action around the state as Holy Angels beat Hermantown 6-2. A lot of high-end games going on this today. Class A, Cloquet is up 6-3 on Roseau. Down on the play now, Katzenberger behind the net. He opens the hits up, throws it back to his partner. A little triangle play there. This Brainerd team likes to play below the goal line.
Yeah, they really do, and they've had some success with it, obviously, and another good look there. And that was number 37, Jack Jones, lurking, hanging around the paint, and but a good save by Albers.
There you go. Ingebrigtsen throws it far side. Rue gets it on his backhand. He gets it out of the zone. Now you want to see the stretch right now. Strong puck possession, get out of the zone. D to D. That D to D's got to be a little crisper. That's what's causing these turnovers. When it's not right on intentionally on the stick. There's Steven with the puck. Brings that puck out. Got to get rid of it. Make the easy play. It lands on Rue's stick. He comes in. Sets up. Lost the puck. Now we come back the other way. As there's number 4, Connor Fulton, the defenseman who comes up the wall and gets a shot on net.
Yeah, you know, you're absolutely right, Jeff. You know, there's some details here that are lacking, and the Osseo defenseman made a D-to-D pass behind the net, but it ended up being on his partner's backhand, and as a result, he had a tough time reeling that in. If you just take an extra split second and get it to him on his forehand, you're going to be able to head north a lot easier. So,
well, yeah, some of that also is the guy's job without the puck is to put himself in a spot with his hips and his stick, easily able to receive that. All right, we come out of the zone. Schmidt finds open ice. He comes out wide. He's going to dip his shoulder, swings down in the corner, ridden off the puck. And he's going to battle in the corner, and in is Olsen. Olsen over to Bjork and just out of his reach. Johnson throws it in, lands outside the reach, and then is Olsen. So out comes Brainerd. And we're going to get a penalty on that, a little whip as he was going for the puck, and it just hit the stick. And we're calling that a slash.
yeah, it was pretty soft, but he did hit him with the stick, and borderline a little embellishment on the call, but either way, the referee said, I don't like that, and once again, the Orioles are going to be on the kill.
All right, we're back to Northland Mechanical Contractors. Penalty kill.
Minor penalty on Osseo, number 26, Cameron Olsen, and 2 minute minor for slashing. Olsen and minor slashing, top of
All right, there's we're gonna now number 19, another hold.
It's going to be a holding.
Yeah, as he had the Osseo player's stick wrapped under his arm. So we'll be back to 4-on-4.
Yeah, Schindler's trying to get sneaky there and hold the defender's stick to buy a little time for his teammate, but he got caught, and you're right. We got 4-on-4 action there. 12-14 to go in the third.
Schindler doing a minor for holding.
All right, it'll be 4-on-4 hockey. So let's see if the Orioles can generate some offense here. Out comes Brainerd. They got numbers, 3-on-2. Cuts up, nice pass across the slot, shot, rebound, and out comes Nunn. He's going to reset. Come up, some speed, finds an open man. Just jumped off of Rue's stick, and Hagen tried to go for a hit. There's a shot and a goal by number 7. That's Aiden Dubas.
Yeah,
4-on-4 goal.
good shot by Dobas coming down the right side and made a nifty little move at the blue line and beat Albers on the top side there. So, yeah, another unfortunate break for the Orioles. Even strength goal, 4-on-4 hockey here.
Yep.
Brainerd goal, his second of the game, scored by number 7, Gabe Dobas, unassisted. Dobas with unassisted goal, 4-4.
All right, there he is. Unassisted, 4-on-4. Out comes the captain. Dipsy-doo, he's going to enter the zone here. He's going to set up, throws a little backhand softy as Brainerd was attacking the net. I like how they're doing that. Schmidt tries to throw it across, ends up in front of the net there, and number 10. Orioles decide to just throw that up, and we might get a shot on net here. Just through the crease.
I might have forgot it was even strength there, not on the penalty kill.
Well, Orioles will set up with Bjork against Dayton Dubas. Throw it off the glass, and then on the chase is Schmidt. Backhand comes this way. Now Brainerd's got 3-on-2. Tic-tac-toe, right on the chest. Good zone entry.
Good save by Albers there. That puck was actually deflected off of the Osseo defenseman, and
He's playing well.
yeah, he had to corral that thing in and make sure he didn't give up a rebound. So good job by Albers.
Yeah, I know 6 pucks are in the back of the net, but he's made a lot of really fantastic saves today. Playing very athletic laterally, so good job for the senior goaltender. And on the chase is Sargent. Orioles get a turnover here, and just there we go. Now comes Sargent, chips it down in the zone. He's got an inside lane, ridden off the puck, battling down, and Brainerd slides out. They come out now. Number 10 comes in the zone on his forehand. Upstairs, that's Xander Peterson. Well, Brainerd makes the trip down from, how long a drive is that? A couple hours?
Yeah, I would think it's about 2 hours.
2 hours?
To get here from Brainerd, yeah.
You know where Brainerd is, don't you, Chick?
Brainerd Lakes area, yeah. Beautiful place to go visit in the summer.
Spend some time up there.
A lot of good golf courses in that area.
I think our cameraman here, he's from the Brainerd area. High school graduate. Yeah. Murphy throws it down, and he kind of gets it from the side. Out comes Osseo, or Brainerd. They tried to hit number 13, Danny Gerlich, and couldn't, just off of his reach. All right, 9:55 to play here. Orioles win that draw. O'Lear back. Oh, he was looking for a backdoor cut by Engebretson, and 25 picked that thing out of the air. D keeps it in. Little high-low. Back down the corner, a little cycle. Ridden off the puck. Using those indirect passes, I love them. Off the wall, good way to get the puck and allow the defenseman to get that puck on his forehand. Osseo comes out. Rue has it. Slides around the corner. He's got a lane. He dipsy-doodle. Oh, nearly a toe drag. And I hope he's all right. Rue steps up. Looks like he's banged up on sliding in.
Yeah, Zach Nunn was pushing and shoving down in the corner there after the play was already dead, and yeah, him and Ben Fields were down there exchanging words. So it looks like they're both going to get the gate.
Yeah,
should be coincidental and stay 5-on-5 here. 9:03 left in the third, Jeff. See if the Orioles can try to make something happen here and light the lamp one more time, maybe.
All right, well, we'll have a face-off down in the Brainerd end. And Stripes is not allowing a line change. All right, Orioles come out with Bjork, Schmidt, and Olsen.
Brainerd's number 22, Benjamin Fields, and Osceo's number 23, Jackson.
Ridden off the puck, and out comes Brainerd. Shot on net. Albers makes the save. Bjork on the draw, wins that over to Johnson, comes around the net, finds Olsen, nice pass, comes out of the zone. That comes up high. Brainerd's finishing their checks. Oh, that's a odd looking play there in front of the net. There's Johnson looking for Schmidt. He lands down. Another hit up high. And some pushing and shoving going on.
Here later in the later stages of the game, Jeff. Lots of pushing and shoving.
Well, that Brainerd player hit him up high to the head.
Yeah, not sure what transpired. There was something going on behind the play back in the Osseo zone, and it escalated here. There was an offsides call, and pushing and shoving ensued.
Yeah. And it looks like they'll end up in the box. Oh, the Brainerd fans don't like it, but I don't think they understand. You can't extend your hands up to someone's head on that initial play. We'll see how they call it.
Yeah, he's going to even it up, and we're going to stay 5-on-5 for the moment. Keep an eye on things here. Fans are really starting to get into it. Fans on both sides are getting into it with the officials.
26, Cameron Olsen. The Warriors, number 4, Taylor Colton, both liners roughing. Olsen and Colton, liners roughing. All
right. Down in the corner, Sawicki. Brainerd maintains that puck possession up high. Oh, and there's an opportunity. Sawicki in the corner. There's Tiva. Throws it down low. Tiva maintains the puck, just throws it around the corner and ends up on Murphy's stick, and out comes Sawicki. He tries to dance around a player. Goalie throws the puck up and plays that up. And Brainerd will reverse course. And in the slot. 7:25 here to play. And O'Leary gets the puck. Way off the mark there, so there wasn't an opportunity to get out of the zone clean. And Sawicki's just going to look for a line change and ice the puck, get some fresh legs on the ice.
Yeah, you can see there's a lot of frustration right now, and you know the Osseo players are really just looking for any kind of positivity at the moment, and not a lot of time left in the game. Obviously,
Elias 22 now coming back in the box.
We'll see if they can generate some offense here. And
all right, Ruth throws it over. He's going to throw it around the corner and in on the chase. 14. Rue spun out. Out comes Brainerd. 14. Oh, and a nice block up play there by O'Leary. And he throws it around, ends up on Sargent's stick, up to Bjork. Bjork throws it down. And now is Schmidt. He throws a hit. Gets past one man, and out is O'Leary. You got numbers, now you get out of the zone, right? There's a... but now you got a turnover. Oh, right here. And ends up in the neutral zone, and in comes 12. Good poke check there. And they got numbers. Sawicki.
2-on-1.
Tried to slide it over to Schmidt, couldn't quite get it over. Player without a stick is 25. And Henry Hagen back down low. 5:45 to play here. And there's Ingebrigtsen. Henry Hagen has it. Throws it near side here. That's it. What I see in those scenarios is you got strong puck possession and you got forwards that are skating back into the D zone against the flow while there's no forecheck going on.
Yeah, it's not a cohesive unit right now, and there's another icing, and it's just trying to get some fresh legs out there, as you said earlier. But you're right, Jeff. There seems like there's been some opportunities where the puck carrier could just settle it down and wait a second till the guy's ready to receive the pass. But then that forward, he's got to break to open space and then get ready to receive the puck. And right now, neither things are happening. And so we're seeing pucks are just getting kind of thrown to areas, but there's not another Osseo player in that area. So that's, as a result, there's a lot of turnovers.
Yeah, I mean, when the faster the game is played, the more you need to be able to think what you're going to do before you do it. And it's the job of the guy without the puck to open up, creates time and space for the other player. And I want to create more space on the ice versus shrink the ice into a small game, because you have more ability to make decisions in those spots. And I think if the Orioles executed on that a little bit cleaner. Now, I have seen that in this season, against Princeton and some other games, they did that incredibly well and had a lot stronger puck possession. So, this Brainerd team's they're a bigger body. They're maybe an older team. And that's maybe the reason why some of that's happening, right? Out comes Sargent. He's going to skate. He's on his backhand. Tries to get around. Number 6, ridden off the puck. And there's Bjork. Good job by O'Lear holding the neutral zone, and that allows no ice to dump the puck in. We're going to do that again as Ingebrigtsen, and in on the chase. Orioles get the puck. Little bank pass up to Sargent. Finds the far side through traffic. No ice. Goalie comes out to play. That's Rollins. And on the play is Schmidt. He throws it to Murphy. Murphy down in the corner. And Ingebrigtsen tries to keep that puck in. Ends up on the far side. The low to high back up to Brainerd. He's going to walk in. Ooh, and then near opportunity there is a pass tip to number 10. And that pass, I'm not sure if that was a pass or a clearing attempt. We're going to get a no trip there. There's some, there was a hook. That's the 2 no calls there. Oh, and it couldn't get quite through the zone as Rue was up top. He's going to go wide side. In on the chase is Hagen. Back over to up to the slot. Shot and a goal. So
it was another puck that was cleared but not out, Jeff. And what a great shot there by number 3. That's Cooper Katzenberger for the Brainerd Warriors. Coming right down Main Street, and uncontested, nobody around, and he doesn't hesitate, and he buries it, making it 7-1.
All right, we'll have another face-off here.
Cooper Katzenberger. Slow assist goes to 13, Daniel Gerlich. Katzenberger, Gerlich at the goal, 14 Daniel.
Another nice save there by Albers. Came out to challenge that. Running time now with 6-goal lead in the third period. And back around the near side, there's Tiva. Sargent throws that up the slot. Out comes 12. Mike Hageline throws it in. Back up top. He's going to walk the line with his head up. I like that. That's number 38. Colin Bierman. Guys are overskating the puck. And all right, Tiva back down. Oh, good job. He keeps that in play. Murphy throws it down. We'll have an ice. Well, 1:09 to play here. Period number 3 on senior night. And looks like the seniors back out on the ice. Shot, and Albers comes out and stays tall. All right, Dobis wins the draw. Back around the Johnson with a hit in his Hilaire. And out comes Bjork. He's got the puck caught up in his stick and his skates. Puck up high, near side. 8 seconds to play. And there's Roy. Just out of his reach. And there's the game. Well, all right, there you go. Osseo Orioles against Brainerd Warriors. 1-7. Shots end up 9-49 for Brainerd. And a score of 1-7. A lot of activity in that third period with penalties. So not going to break that down. Orioles will be back at it. Let's see here. I don't have the schedule in front of me. I got 2 games remaining before Section 4 playoffs. And the Orioles are going to complete a Saturday night and maybe go get a burger as a team and hang out. All right, on behalf of JP Showcase Productions, I'm Jeff Price and Chick Pojar doing play-by-play and color. Thank you and enjoy your evening.
Thank you. Good job, gentlemen.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir.